Fellow patriots, rebels, outlaws, and pirates. In the face of our slide into tyranny, I have listened to lots of people on the radio and television. I've read posts, and they all whine and they moan. They tell us, for instance, to have faith in the American people. How can I have faith in the majority of my fellow citizens when they vote for corrupt despots? When the polls tell me they embrace our slide into Marxism? Some of them, they tell us to pray. Oh, King James, he would have loved that one. That was his solution. If the king's a tyrant, the solution was for the people to pray and endure, try to improve themselves. Others implore us to stand up. But for what? Do we stand up and say no and then let them cart us away to some prison or some camp for the recalcitrant? Then, of course, there's the lock and load crowd. But who are you going to shoot when some unknown bureaucrat at the IRS empties your bank account due to your political views? We need a better solution. We need a real solution. A solution that restores the integrity of our constitutional republic and our individual rights. I call this a constitutional sanctuary. Now, for those of you that are fans of Ayn Rand as I am, perhaps you find yourself yearning for Galt's Gulch about right now. Well, you know what? Galt's Gulch is not somewhere we can go. It's a place we've got to create. Look at the electoral map by county. It's a sea of red. Look at places even like Oregon and Pennsylvania and Virginia and Minnesota. Mostly red. But majority rules. I wrote a blog about this a few years ago. I called it the tyranny of the urban statist. The large cities where Democrat corruption rules determine the level of tyranny for the rest of the state. And now the corrupt Democratic tyrants in Philadelphia and Detroit and Atlanta and Las Vegas are going to determine the level of tyranny for the whole country. What about your red county, where you love liberty and the American ideal and American culture? Today I'm coming to you from Western Virginia, Henry County, next to Patrick County. Yeah, that Patrick Henry. A place where Trump signs are more plentiful than trees. Maybe your county's the same. Do you have to submit to the despots these cities elect? See, at the beginning of 2020, before the Chinese virus took the headlines, counties in Virginia came up with an answer to their tyrants' actions against the Second Amendment. They formed what was called Second Amendment sanctuaries, where Governor Northam's unconstitutional limits on firearms and self-protection would not be enforced. As a political body, counties and towns all over the state engaged in organized non-compliance. Now I propose to you that all the amendments, all our rights, are worthy of the same protection. So I give you a constitutional sanctuary where the laws and rules infringing on rights, any right, is not only ignored, but resisted. The details can be found. #Carrots Revolution, which is available for free. Our individual dedication to non-compliance with tyranny is noble. It's our duty. But as the saying goes, one bee can be ignored or swatted away, but a swarm sends even the most powerful running. 70 million of us supported Donald Trump because we believed America is a good place. A place of liberty, where family and religion and hard work and common sense are among the rocks of its foundation. We are the people who get our hands dirty and we produce. If all of us chose to no longer submit to injustice and tyranny, if we rise up and withhold our consent to be governed by despots, if we refuse to cooperate with our enslavement, if we commit to resisting any effort to place manacles on our hands and the yoke of servitude upon our necks, we will break the backs of the tyrants, restore our glorious republic, and fulfill the ideal of our founding. Are you with me?